Welcome back to Groovin Radio this Saturday morning. Let me say welcome to the team from LaRousse who have just joined us. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Faithful Blast. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go directly to the telephone lines. It is indeed our community engagement segment where we engage you, the community, and just let you know what is happening in and around the community. And this morning we do have the Vincent Family Foundation. It is indeed a 501c3 institution. They have been doing some great things over the years. They have been giving back not only to Jamaica itself, but they have been giving back to the University of the West Indies, Team Jamaica Bickle. They have given so much. This man has given so much to Jamaica. I often wonder, how does he do it, Breadman? Yes. It is indeed my pleasure to say Happy New Year and welcome to Groovin Radio, Mr. Vincent HOSang. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to all your listeners, and Happy New Year to all of you there. Well, a happy and a safe one.
Good morning, sir. Morning. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the voice of the chief at Caribbean Food Delights, Jer Cuisine, Royal Caribbean Bakery. I could go on and on, but this morning he's wearing the hat as the head honcho of the Vincent HOSang Family Foundation. You know, Vinny, as I welcome you this morning, I want to personally again thank you for your philanthropic ways. Thank you for all that you've given over the years, and you continue to give, sir. I don't know how you do it, but indeed, you are indeed a gentleman. You're a soldier, sir.
Well, I always said, you know, I'm not an island. No man is an island. Mm-hmm. And if people like you and others hadn't supported my company, I wouldn't be able to do that. So the kudos go to all of you people who have made it possible, not just me alone.
All right, sir. Well, tell us a little bit about your family foundation. Why did you start this foundation, and when did you start it?
Well, it's about 10 years ago. I remember Rex Netterford. Actually, he was a high school teacher at Cornwall, where I attended. And when I gave the scholarship to the University of West Indies, he said to me, Vincent, why don't you form a family foundation, actually a foundation for scholarship? So as the years went by and people have asked us for help for the whole long, even in Haiti, we went to Haiti when they had a disaster. My daughter went over there. And we support other organizations, not just scholarship alone. So we decided to have a Vincent HOSang Family Foundation as opposed to a scholarship.
When I look at some of the folks you're giving to, you just mentioned Father HOSang, the University of the West Indies, Team Jamaica Bickle. You were raising a lot of funds for Kingston Public and Cornwall Regional Hospital, where you were dead set on buying these 2 state-of-the-art linear machine for the use in cancer. I mean, and when you look at the amount that you have given back, sir, it's just so noble that your institution alone can do so much, Breadman.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, the latest thing that we're going to talk about, Vinny, is when I ran across this story, when I first saw this story, and the wheels are in motion for everything. The donation has been made. It's been set. Time Magazine Person of the Year wasn't physically a person in 2014. It was the Ebola virus. And for Time Magazine to single out the Ebola virus, some 8,000 people have so far died in West Africa from this outbreak, this latest outbreak. I don't know how many people have seen this story, Mr. HOSang, that you have given back $38,000 for the Jamaica Ebola Prevention Program. Tell us about this.
When the Consul General announced that he has the opportunity of asking Americans, especially New Yorkers, to help to purchase these 5 machines for Jamaica, I didn't hesitate at all. I said, I'll buy one. And 2 weeks ago, I gave him a check. I gave the Consul General a check for the $38,000. $38,000 may sound a lot to a lot of people, but remember the cancer machine was $5 million for 2 of them. And those machines, I'm very disappointed that when I appeal to our people, the diaspora here in New York, granted, there's 1 million of us here, and if 500,000 give me $10, we have our goal. Well, we didn't get it. We got about $80-something thousand, and I put another $50,000 on top of it. So we went to Jamaica and gave the Minister of Health $132,000.25 there's another organization out there. That's a nursing organization. They had also raised $20,800. And our speaker at our function, Mr. Chin, he said when he finishes factory, he's going to donate another $50,000. So, well, we're still far cry from the $5 million, but it's a start, and we hope that they will get those machines because, you know, cancer is very prevalent over the world, and people in Jamaica cannot afford these treatments. So I was happy to do it, but I'm really disappointed that we didn't reach our goal.
Well, I don't think you should be disappointed, Vinny, because you have given so much. So far, you have given over $3.2 million to non-profit organizations that are designed to actually help those who cannot really help themselves like some of us can do in the local communities and over the wider Caribbean. 3.2 million, Mr. HOSang. And I say this without any hesitation, that if there were others in the community like you who give as much as you do, sir, I certainly know that we will have a better community. You know, for you alone, and I say you alone, I single the VHFF, the Vincent Family Foundation, and your group of companies for just being so humble and so giving. It is just great, Vinny.
Yes, thank you for that. And we not only give to the bigger organization, you know, we give to individual people also. I give you an example. A friend of mine, a colleague of mine who went to high school with me said, Vinny, I have a friend in Spalding. He's in college and he has an eye problem. He can't see the blackboard good. Can you buy him a pair of glasses? I sent him the money. Just recently, a lady from Sturtown, which is near Brownstown in St. Anne.
Yes.
She called me up and says, Vinny, I usually feed the less fortunate. And including that is 250 students that I feed. Now, we usually get help from Food for the Poor. Food for the Poor calls us and says, we can't help you this year. Things are low. And she was preparing to have Christmas dinner. So she called me, and I went to Western Union and sent the money out to her. And because you know, when we have our Christmas dinner here, I know you're a vegetarian, Grass Clam, right?
Yes.
But we have several dishes on the table. Now, to deprive these people of just a single meal, it's really heartbreaking. And so I'm happy that she called him back and says, the dinner is on and everybody's going to be fed. And I was happy for that. So these are the little things and not the big thing that really touched my heart. You know, when you figure, growing up in Jamaica as a child and knowing there were many of us, so we had about 3 helpers, and we had no running water, we had no electricity. The helpers had to go to the river to get water for us, to drink, bathe, and whatever. When I look back on that, I was so very happy that I could give that medical bus to Dr. Street, because he went back to the district that I'm from, and helped those people that needed help. So these are the small things that you know, I give that I'm proud of.
You know, Vinny, small things turn into big things. And the little things that you've been giving over the years, they're now growing into some real big things, Breadman. And he just mentioned OID, Dr. Street, and that medical bus. And just think about one person, one entity, purchasing a medical bus that can go to Jamaica and travel all over the island and see patients, whether it's kids who have never seen a dentist. They do a lot of things. Some people who have never gotten their blood pressure check or got an EKG or their heart rate check and stuff like that. This is what this bus enables the OID to do. And I can't tell you about what he's been doing at Penn Relays for all these years. I think 18, 19 years. I remember
20 years.
I remember going to Penn as a young boy from Jamaica, Vinny, and we would just walk around eating pretzel and hot dogs. Now the kids for the last 20 years are fortunate enough to be fed with real Jamaican 3 meals a day, Vinny.
3 meals a day.
3 meals a day. Well, to you, your lovely wife, your daughter Sabrina, your sons, I just want to say thank you, Vinny. Thank you for your giving ways. Thank you for your philanthropic ways. And any way possible that we can get the word out there in what you're doing, like this latest $38,000 gift to Jamaica for the Ebola prevention program. It's a sensing machine that they're buying, Breadman.
Yeah.
And you see where, right here at JFK and at Newark Airport, people that comes from certain country has to go through that machine, and it helps in detecting if that person had come in contact with the deadly Ebola virus. Vinny, in closing, go ahead, Breadman.
No, I was just saying, Mr. HOSang's contribution to the diaspora and back home has been unprecedented, and I really applaud you for what you've been doing in your foundation. And like you said at the beginning of the interview, that you're not an island, no man's an island. And I really believe a lot of people in our diaspora and back home with influence as yours, and some people with even more influence than you, should really follow suit with what you're doing. And we can really change Jamaica and the perception of Jamaica on a worldwide stage. I think there's a lot of things, you're doing a lot of things in the medical field and a lot of things what you're doing, but there's a lot of other issues that if everyone teamed in, we could really make a change. The infrastructure can change.
Sure. And, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to make any kind of contribution to what Mr. HOSang and his team has been doing, there is a website. It's www.caribbeanfoodsdelight.com. That's www.caribbeanfoodsdelight.com. And I'll give you a telephone number, 845-398-3000. That's 845-398-3000. And again, Mr. HOSang, I just want to thank you, sir. I just want to thank you for everything. Yes, sir.
A little correction. The Vincent HOSang Family Foundation is www.vhff.org.
I just gave out Caribbean Foods Delight.
Yes, you gave out Caribbean.
Okay.
So the Vincent HOSang Family Foundation is where we need those donations. And Mr. O'Neill, as you said earlier, you hope other people will open their heart, open their wallets.
Oh, it's Breadman. It's Breadman.
Yeah.
And let this state,
Now, Vinny, in closing, what would you like to share for the New Year's? Because, I have some big plans for the New Year's, but what would you like to share with us for the New Year's? What are some of your plans, sir?
I need to see peace around the world.
Yes.
You see, the whole world is upside down.
Yes.
We have so many ingrown people here that don't like us. And I just want to see peace throughout the world, happiness and prosperity for everyone.
Well, on behalf of all of us here at Groovin Radio, Groovin in the Park, and all the entities that drive this program, I want to say a big good morning to you and your family and all your workers at Caribbean Food Delights, Jerk Cuisine, whether it's the bakery down there in Mount Vernon, whether it's the big team up there in Tappan, New York, wherever you have your location, sir, I want to say a big good morning to you and your team, sir. And anytime this door is open, Mr. HOSang, just give us a call.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But before I go, let me just thank the good Lord for his direction, because I've made some decisions in the past that I don't think I did it on my own. So the good Lord was always guiding me. And when that book come out next year, I'm writing a book.
Yes.
Some of that is going to be in the book.
Amen, my brother.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. HOSang. We'll talk soon.
Gentlemen. All right. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye, Vinny.